Welcome to Manifesting Through Motherhood. I'm your host, Lindsay Williams, a self-development mentor, entrepreneur and author, dedicated to helping busy mums like you manifest success, balance and create passive income on your terms. With years of experience in mindset, manifestation, fitness, parenting and business growth, I share simple yet powerful strategies to help you transform your life without the overwhelm. If you're ready to up-level your mindset, build a thriving business and create the life you truly deserve, you're in the right place. You can also find all my books on Amazon, packed with tools to help you manifest and grow. So don't forget to follow the podcast to be updated on all new episodes. And let's get going. Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. How's everybody doing? It's Sunday. And I'm in a good mood. The sun is shining. I've had the bedding on the line. And I've been out for fish and chips for a pre-birthday lunch. My aunt came over, quickly cut her hair and brought my present. And then we all went out with mum and dad, Harrison. And we went to, a town. There's a little fish and chip shop. It's open. You don't really get chip shops open, but there's this one in town. And it's so cheap just to go and have a little mini fish and chips. Like, there's somewhat he doesn't eat a lot, but he ate fish and chips and he ate off my fish. So so I ended up having some of his chips, but yeah, it was nice just to get out sometimes, because my auntie usually makes homemade soup, which is lovely. And then I got some cakes in, so I was like, right, back to mine. Sat in the garden, cup of tea with a cake. She loves eclairs. My husband said yesterday, he's like, is your auntie coming over? I was like, how do you know? Because we just arranged it during that day. And I was like, because I seen the cake, and the only person that I would buy that cake for would be my nan, if my auntie was visiting. So it's just a habit of a lifestyle. I always, of a lifetime that I just do. So today is all about chilling, because I am getting ready for the big Mib Bash with Kimmy. Kimmy has organised it, another great event at Mitten Hall in Clitheroe. So that'll be exciting. So I've got my outfit. I actually ordered an outfit. I wasn't so sure on it. So yeah, I've ordered another outfit. I've been and got an outfit and ordered the bottoms. And I just hope it's not really hot tomorrow, because I've ordered some ripped jeans I have got some dresses, but my legs are so pasty. I tried to do a bit of sunbathing yesterday, but I was like, it's not going to catch up in one day. But I have put a bit of glimmer tan on, so hopefully. But I do feel comfortable. I didn't feel like main character energy in what I had. I don't know what it was. So my husband's like, I like it, but it's just not you anyway. I was like, some nice whitewash jeans, but then I was like, no, I'm going to go for some ripped jeans. I can wear them now, I've lost weight. So I ordered a small size, and I could probably have got a smaller size. So I was like, it's funny, isn't it, with sizes? And I got those on Amazon. They do some shops on Amazon, so I do recommend. I'm actually going to put it in my story. They're absolutely incredible. I'm actually going to buy another pair, because when you buy a pair of jeans where you're like, I should have bought a second pair, because you wear them day in, day out. Well, that's this pair. I can see me wearing them. After tomorrow, I'm going to be wearing them all the time and wear some nice tops with it. So I've got a jacket, got some shoes. My friend's picking me up in the morning. So it's a full day. I've got speakers, we've got food, we've got a great day planned. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It was beautiful last year. It was amazing. Met some incredible people. And it's funny where my business has gone in a year and how my energy's changed. And that's what I want to talk about today, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to a lot of people, and I get so much inspiration by other people that talk about self-development and just other things in life. And it's how our mind gets programmed, and how do we take back control to increase our baseline happiness, because sometimes we've got everything and we just feel a bit unhappy, and we're like, why are we feeling unhappy? In the last few weeks, I've not been I've been posting bits and putting things online, but do you know where my safe place is? And I always say this in my salon, because my clients never let me down. They're amazing. And I don't know, I've just been in my own little world in there. And you know what, before social media, before I knew hundreds and thousands of people, what did I used to do? Life was so easy. I felt like there's no gut-wrenching pressure. And I think there is now, isn't there? And that's what I want to talk about, because I don't know, sometimes we just get those mind shifts, don't we, where I think a lot of it is our mindset and how it's actually influenced and what we are consuming every day. And because we don't always realise it, we think it's just like how we feel, or that we've like lost motivation, or we can feel like we're a bit stuck. But actually, sometimes it's just our minds full of so much noise and we can reach that bandwidth. And I notice this quite a lot, especially in my business. Like, you can be in such a good place and you've got ideas, you feel motivated, you're ready to go, you've got your social posts ready for the week, and then you go on your phone, you have a little scroll, and then suddenly you're not in that same energy anymore. And you're seeing how everyone else is doing things, how polished everything looks, how far ahead people seem. And it just goes in your head. I see this a lot with, like podcasters now. So what I'm seeing is, I'm going to have to start changing my strategy and like bringing more people into the podcast, especially like when I put posts on Instagram, because I'm seeing a lot of people like talking about they're in a room and they're recording the podcast, but that isn't a podcast. The podcast to me is audio. You're listening, you can walk. I ain't got time to be watching the videos all the time unless I'm just relaxing. And I feel pressure like I'm going to have to record myself. But if you see me now, I'm in my leopard print pyjamas, I'm in my podcast room. I don't really want to be all polished and looking a bit like arty-farty because I'm a busy mum. I don't need that. My son's upstairs. You know, he could come down at any minute. I need to pause it. Like, could you imagine how much time that's going to take me? So sometimes I think, but do you know what? Then I think, do you know what, Lynn? Stay in your own lane, because a lot of these podcasts will be hit and miss podcasters. You see them, they've gone, and they all want the same thing. They just want that status straight away, that monetization, not the longevity. Everybody's copying, and all the content is copyful. Like, I just see it all the time, and it aches my heart. And when I teach, I've got an event coming up on the 11th of May, and we've got another one. Like, literally sold 5 places within hours, not even hours. We've got one more place, so that's probably going to be gone by the time you like listen to the next episode. So we're actually doing an in-person event with me, Alice and Kimmy. So I love those events, teaching people. And they're going to be business women that probably want to do it our way. They want to get on the microphone and record. But I know that they're at the beginning of the podcast and they're going to be in their heads, because I was in my head. I had the mind monkeys thinking I'm not going to be as good as those people, and what if I don't sound right? But you do get to, if you listen to my early episodes and then like you listen to this one, I'm just in a flow now. This is my podcast. This is the way I'm going to do it. This is the way I talk. There's nothing I can do about it. I've had a bit of a nasal cold this week, so I went for a luxurious Japanese head massage, and after that, because of my asthma, I had like a nasal drip, so it was like, oh, and then my nose has just been streaming, so I'm thinking it's like all that, any like negative energy is just gonna come out. And I've actually booked, so my friend's like, I'm gonna get you a voucher for this. So 2 weeks we've booked another one. So we're actually having it done in the same room, so that's going to be amazing. So I'm having another one. I mean, I'm going to have a hot stone massage, but I'm having the implant put in my arm, contraceptive implant. So I can't have my arm massaged. So I was like, so I've not been on the contraception for about 9 years now, but I don't know if you still have periods, but every month I get pain, and I don't know, it's because I'm getting older. And I thought this is like the best thing probably for me to go on now, just to see if it eases it a little bit. If it doesn't, it's coming straight out. So yeah. So anyway, I've digressed there on that one. But I would recommend a Japanese head ritual. The lovely Monica, if you are listening to this, because I've sent her my link to my podcast. I know she's on holiday this week, so I'm going to have to wait till she gets back. So we've booked it, me and Lindsay. Yeah, thanks again for looking after me. It was an amazing 2 hours. Honestly, I just felt. This podcast is sponsored by the My Nora app. If you or someone you love is experiencing coercive control, you need to know about the My Nora app. Created by Emma Davey, a survivor and advocate. This powerful app helps you safely collect evidence, protect your well-being, and take back control, discreetly and securely. Download the My Nora app today and start reclaiming your power. Just search My Nora in your app store now. Calm, and you know what I love, because I'm a therapist myself, professionalism, and 100% professionalism. I love that, because you go into some salons, and honestly, I've had treatments before, and they're on the phone and they're messing around, and I don't like a flow that doesn't flow. I think we get to a point, don't we, where as business owners we expect good top quality things obviously do happen in life. Things don't have to be perfect, but it's not even just like you're paying for a service. I think therapists should, and like hairdressers, we should give good quality service from the journey, as what I've been taught. I got taught off like big companies years ago. Of that is a client journey. What would you want that as you walk through someone's door and the greeting and the coffee, and I have coffee and biscuits and cake. Like I look after my clients and I just love chatting to them. I just love everything. Like they're like my friends. Like every single one of them, I look forward to them coming through the door. Obviously it takes a long time to nurture that in business, and so that's why it's hard sometimes if you can compare like yourself in business, and that's why I always say stay in your own lane. But let's get back to it, because my mind's flipping today. I'm like going from one thing to another, so I thought, I'm going to record my podcast. So, but you do start to question things like, am I doing things right? Should I be doing it like that? Like I talk about, is mine good enough? My podcast, even like my social media. And before you know it, you've gone from taking action to overthinking everything. And honestly, that's why I think it's so important to build your own belief system, not just pick up beliefs from what you're seeing online or what other people are doing. I feel like I'm so influenced by the online world, and sometimes I just put my phone to one side and I'm like, before that, I still grew a business. I had a business. I had a good business mindset, considering I didn't really have the functions of like a phone, and I had like a rubbish Motorola, but you couldn't go on the internet, you couldn't post things. I had clients' numbers, so I'd text them. And even my wording was probably like not that professional, because nobody spoke professional back then, did they? Nobody. It was like, how much for my hair? Can you do my hair? But it's so different now. We have systems, don't we? But we can create our systems as well, and we can create our own values, and and how we are going to bring that to our business and our personal life, because we can change, because people will keep us in the same spot sometimes, and it is important to have the right people around you that can help and guide you. Because actually, we decide on the purpose, what you believe about yourself, your life, and your business. Why do we get into our heads and we lose our confidence and get that imposter syndrome about, I've just had a message off Alice saying sold out. Our next event is sold out. So go girls. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. I've just seen my phone just flashed up as I was doing that, so super excited. We're gonna have to do a third one now. Everyone is going crazy to launch a podcast. So yeah, we do get, like, look at this now. We've sold an event out, and we've not had to put much, like, we put it out there. People already know us. We're already established, busy up business owners. Sometimes I feel like I've got to keep posting and promoting and get notifications on Facebook. Like your reaches up, reaches down, keep it going. And it obviously just push it more for people to see your business, which I need for my podcast. But sometimes it can be I can get into my head a little bit, because you are sharing quite a lot about you and yourself, and sometimes we can get a bit funny like that, can't we? We can have a vulnerable week where we're actually thinking, I don't really want to post today, but we need to do it. We're on our cycle, and sometimes I've got like a really good creative part of my month, and I just want to post. I'm in good energy. But then we also have a week where we're feeling vulnerable and tired, and we're like, just don't want to post today. And that's when we start to get in our heads again. Our beliefs aren't just there, they are built, and they are built all the time. They change all the time. They are built from what you see, what you hear, and what you repeat to yourself. So if you're constantly consuming negativity, comparison, or the things that make you doubt yourself, of course your energy is going to feel off. I was actually listening to someone the other day on a podcast, and they were talking about like how one small daily habit can increase like your baseline happiness. And you know what? It made so much sense. But not in a do more, add more kind of way. More like of what can you take away? Because for me, that habit has been really intentional with what I let into my mind. And I've noticed when I pull back, even just for a couple of days, everything feels clearer. I feel like more myself again, because I don't feel like I'm pushing. I get my own ideas back, because I don't want to create from comparison. I want to create from alignment and be me. And that's when I feel like we can pick up again and things start moving forwards. You don't realise how much noise you are taking in until you step away from it. Because we feel like we're in a rat race and we're moving like all the time. And it might just not be in business. It might be just like you could be in a friendship group, for instance, and you're in a WhatsApp group and all the girls are always planning stuff and you don't really want to do that. Or like sometimes we have to feel like we have to buy things and to compare with others. But then if you're starting to get the ick with people and start to question yourself, that is probably your exit, like time to think, it's fine to move away from people and things aren't aligned, and because that's life. Because why should we stay the same? Because what we are dealt with is we'll learn things and we move with things. Like we go to school with the same people at school, and we go out on the weekends with those people and we do whatever with those people. But only because we're at school together, we do all these things. Then when we leave school, actually, everybody goes a bit different. You either keep hold of friends and you move away. And I feel like school probably held me back. But then when I left, I did my own things. I just excelled and started moving forward. This big business brain just came from, I don't know, it's like they cut my cord from school and I just went straight across the road to Preston College. And I did hair and beauty. I always wanted to do hair and beauty. And yeah, and I remember a guy came into the school as an entrepreneur. And the first time I heard the word entrepreneur, and he was a guy in the hairdressing industry. And I thought, that's going to be me one day. I'm going to be talking and doing things, and which I want to do. But like, it's funny, like where now I've done all my hairdressing, I've done loads of other qualifications, all my fitness and health qualifications, all my life coaching, all my business. I'm like, how have I fit this in my lifetime? It's led me to here. And it's funny that like I'm sat here now and my life's here. I've got a child and I'm married, and it's funny, isn't it? How I feel like sometimes if we resist things they don't move as they should. Always let the universe guide and nudge you, because the universe is that inner dialogue and it always tells you where you need to be. Because we do talk through our things in our heads, don't we? Like we talk to our partners and our parents and our friends, we talk things through. It's cathartic when we do voice notes to friends and like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? A little chat with somebody can change your day completely, because you know what? We don't really, the noise that we take in is crazy, but until we step away from it, then we don't know. And sometimes we can feel so unmotivated. Well, that's because we're so consumed, we've reached full bandwidth with everything. It's like a charged battery, and if you've got an ADHD brain like mine, and it's charged till it cuts out like that. So, do you know what? I've got a lot of voices in my head, and sometimes they're not even my own voices, because we've got dilemmas, we've got this going on. But I just wanted to share a few like really simple back to basic things that can help you reset. Nothing fancy, nothing overwhelming, just things that can bring you back to you. So firstly, come off your phone for a bit. Do not disturb. I know Alice does this a lot because I spoke to her before, and this is a really good technique. This is a good strategy, because I know Alex is extremely busy and she's got to spend time with her daughter, and she's a lot younger than my son. And she actually says, I'm like, you've not replied to me. And she's like, Lindsay, I put it on Do Not Disturb. And if you keep it off red, like not red on somebody, then you can get back to that, can't you? Because sometimes you don't want to miss that person. So that's good. Even if it's for a few hours, it's good, because it gives you those, like, you can time block a few hours to not be on your phone, because it's so hard not to be. Like, no scrolling. And then you're no comparing. Because you could be in a really good flow doing your work on your laptop, then you could just go on social media and everything you've done could just be scuppered in like no time. Just give your mind a bit of space, because my brain goes like spaghetti sometimes. It's like, ugh, like so much. I never used to have all this information in my brain. And I feel like the more I've become older and I've done all these things, that more people ask me, do you have ADHD? And I'm like, for years, I've always, so when I went to, my first like talk therapy session, the first thing we spoke about was like the lovely lady was like, you've got ADHD. I'm like, I haven't been diagnosed. My son obviously has, but like this is something. So I'm waiting for a referral. It's not really going to do anything for my doctor, but sometimes it's good to understand why. You know, at school it was always like, Lindsay talks too much. If she talk less, she'd do more. Blah 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 blah. And you're like, like, well, why didn't you just use that as like, why didn't you home in on that? Because my brain was just probably stuck on a chair for 8 hours. Wasn't me. Because when I left school, I went straight into hair and beauty. I was working, I was cutting, colouring hair, working in salons, doing phones, doing my accounts. I used to work in a sunbed shop, working with money, and I'm always working with people all the time. Qualified straight into busy salons, and in that industry, it was huge. And because that's my brain, that's my archetype, I need to be doing things like that. I can't sit at a desk. Yes, I do my podcasting and my publishing, but that's my downtime. I couldn't do this all day. I couldn't record like all day long. But I'm using audio, so I'm talking. It's good. I'm using my mouth. I use my hands a lot when I'm because I do sign language, so I'm like using my hands as I'm talking. So I'm quite expressive when I'm talking. So sometimes we can pull ourselves in a little bit. So it is just finding our new beliefs, and we can code ourselves a little bit differently. And sometimes it's just give yourself that time to like get clear on what you actually want, not what everyone else is doing, what feels right for you, and go back to why you started everything. Your reason will always ground you when everything feels a little bit like all over the place. And just simplify everything. If it feels overwhelming, you've probably overcomplicated it. Strip it right back. And just do one small thing, not 10 things, not a full plan, just one step forward. Clean up what you're consuming. Mute things and follow things. Take a break from anything that makes you doubt yourself. Get back to your own routine. Your habits, your structure, and that's where the power lies. And talk to yourself a little bit kinder, because the way you speak to yourself matters more than anything else. Move your body. This is for me. Even a walk. I've got my walk plate here. It just shifts your energy. Get a playlist. Get it going. And trust your way of doing things. You don't need to copy anyone. Your way is enough. And honestly, I think sometimes we think we need more strategy, more ideas, more information, but really we just need to go back to basics. Protect your mind, protect your energy, and be more intentional with what you're allowing in every single day, because that's what shapes your beliefs, and your beliefs shape everything. So if you've been feeling a bit stuck, a bit in your head, don't force it. Just pull it back a little, create some space, and watch how quickly you come back to yourself. Tomorrow I'm going to be at an event, and it will recharge me with the speakers, and it's going to give me that space to listen, to absorb, to listen to other people's perspectives. Sometimes you listen to people and think, I'm actually already doing that. So sometimes we can get really good inspiration and ideas off other people, and actually reassure ourselves what we're doing is actually bloody amazing. Because sometimes we can doubt ourselves until we're looking at someone maybe in the same industry. A lot of people are faking it until they make it. Like, you know what? I don't want to be that person. I just want to be little old me. It's no point changing me. People see straight through it, like through everything. So let me know how you've been feeling. And you know what? When it gets a bit tough, just do some exercise, do some journaling, some planning. You can go and buy my book, Manifesting. Just think about like what you really want. Just do some yoga, just something a little bit like, just release that energy. I do a bit of EFT tapping. It just gets rid of those like negative energies, and sometimes I can feel a bit of anxiety coming on, and I'm like, oh, why am I feeling like that? And that is usually my warning sign to like, Lindsay, sort yourself out. Let's get back to basics. And that's what I've been doing this week, just slowly going through things. Do you know what? My salon just runs itself. I get busy and busy, but it's this other side that I'm still growing and creating, but it has to be effortless. I can't be pushing it to it doesn't feel right. So anyway, I'm going to go now before Harrison interrupts. So I'm going to do some planning for the week. I'm only working 2 days this week because Monday I'm out tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday I've got clients in. Thursday I've booked out I'm going out with hubby. We're going to go for lunch, going to do some things. Just because he's working on Friday night and he's going to have to go for a sleep. And then Friday, me, my mum and my lovely friend Kirsty, who does my nails and lashes, we've known each other like all our lives. It's her birthday too. So we're going to go for a road trip to Blackpool, and we are going to this little candle shop, go to Primark. So we're going to on a little girls trip. So that'll be nice. I've maybe have some lunch with mum, and then yeah, it's just and then we'll be working weekends. So yeah, so I'm not working much. You know what? It's fine because it is what it is. Like sometimes I just need some downtime because I need to like also protect my pain management, my fibromyalgia. My auntie actually said to me today, like, how are you feeling with it? And like my neck, and I've been having physio. I'm like, good, but you know when I tell people I'm good, it always goes the opposite way. So I'm like, right, out my head. And it's reminded me I've not done my physio exercises for a few days. So sometimes we can have those little reminders to me, like, oh, I'm not actually done it. Because she said about having a bad back, which she's gone, and I forgot to show her some more exercises. So I'm going to have to have a word with her now, show her some exercises to do, because nothing worse. I think when you're sat at home and you're not moving a lot, like you do get like your lower back can feel a bit bulgy sometimes. So it is important to do exercise, and you can do adaptable exercises as well. So you don't have to go full throttle, because we're all at different fitness levels and we've all got like different like health challenges. But it's nice that we can adapt what we're going to do. I always say fitness should be inclusive for everybody. That's the way I used to teach. And exercise I put exercise and manifesting together, and it amplifies it by 10. So anyway, I'm going to go now. I think my microphone keeps going. It's a new headset that I got, and I keep seeing like the sound waves, and I'm sure if it keeps going down, I'm not going to re-record this, but this is life. It keeps picking it up and it keeps throwing it, and I keep stopping it and I keep trying to find it. It's a new lead. I don't know. But you know what? You're going to hear it. So if you do hear some dips, then that's what it is. I do apologise. And Kimmy said, when I mentioned the lightning on the last one, she didn't hear it. I could hear it on my side, but because I pay for this software, it like it cleans it out. And I wanted to keep the rumbling. I'm like, oh, it was so good that day. So it's been gorgeous here. If I know that you're not all from the UK, but yeah, the weather has been incredible. The hubby has made like a big plant trough. He's just been doing that all week. Honestly, he's been non-stop. I don't know how he's got through work today, because he's aching like mad. But it's worth it. When you've got your garden nice, you can just sit in it and enjoy it then, can't you? So, and it usually is quite nice for my birthday, but it's been really cold weather, so yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'm definitely going to go. So don't forget to come and catch me on my socials, all my courses. If you are looking to launch a podcast, I have got a course that's already there. It's only an hour. It's only £44. Self-publishing, ready, set, publish, £44. It's all there. If you want to book a one-to-one, you can do so. So yeah, and my book, all my resources are on my Linktree, and my freebies, everything's in there. Let me know if you're struggling with anything or you want to book a one-to-one. Just go through some goal setting. I can do that as well. Just send me a direct message and we can sort that out, or just go through any of the links. And if you do purchase anything, I'll send you a message straight away. And if I don't get back to you, please send me an email and I will contact you. Sometimes I miss those things. I think that's it covered now. I'm all ready. My lashes and nails are done, everything. I'm going to put a bit of tan on. I'm going to do my feet. Yeah, I'm going to go and get my outfit ready. I'm going to hang it up. I feel like I'm going on a night out. I'm not used to all this. And you know what it is? I don't know about you. It's like, you know, when you're going to the airport and you've got to get up at a certain time because you're worried about missing it. I do that like when I've got events. Like I can't sleep because I'm like excited and I think, oh, what if I miss it? And I can't work out. Like my friend's going to pick me up at like 8:20. So I'm like, what time do I have to be ready? And like, I'm trying to think to myself, do I get up at... And I've washed my hair today. Why have I washed my hair today? Because I'll probably need to wash it tomorrow for the volume. And I'm like, oh no, why have I done all this? So I'm like, I need to work out in my head everything. But I've got all my jewellery, my handbag. My mum bought me a lovely pink Ted Baker handbag. I've not even used it yet because I'm too scared to use it. So I've just realised I've got that. So I'm going to do that, use that. I've got some nice jewellery. You feel better, don't, when you're dressing up or you got something new. Because we deserve it. We work bloody hard. I'm a busy bloody parents as well. So anyway, I've said 3 cuss words today and I don't usually do that. So anyway, I will speak to you soon. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. Let me know what you're doing for the week. Are you struggling with anything? And let me know what you are up to on the podcast. And I will see you later, and happy manifesting. Bye. If you're feeling called to go deeper, to align more, create more, and really step into that next version of you, you'll find everything you need in my Linktree. From my book Manifesting Through Motherhood to powerful resources and ways we can work together, it's all there waiting for you. Come and find me on Instagram or Facebook. I love hearing what landed with you. Don't forget to follow the podcast, and if this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who is on their own journey too. And happy manifesting.